Here is a blueprint for success. Have a goal, gather resources that help you achieve that goal, and use those resources efficiently to accomplish said goal. Life is difficult as it is. Stop making it more complicated by overthinking. If you're thirsty, go get yourself something to drink. If you're hungry, go get some food. And if you want your franchise to win the Super Bowl, go hire a head coach that knows how to win Super Bowls. Is that too complicated to ask? Yet somehow the most successful head coach in league history is available and teams are choosing not to hire him. Let's go back to our blueprint. Step 1. Obviously, all 32 teams have the same goal: win the Super Bowl. So we go to step 2. Gather resources that help you win this Super Bowl. This is what differentiates the contenders from the rest of the field. All 32 teams have access to varying degree of resources, placing them on a spectrum from potential champions to football purgatory. These resources include the quarterbacks, the online pass rushers, and the rest of the players. Then we get to step 3. Using the resources effectively to win football matches. How the players are used, what game plans are employed by the team on the field, that's all on the coaches. Utilizing the players, that's on the coaches. We view the Texans and the Packers as having a successful season because we think they made the most out of what they had. Similarly, the Cowboys and Eagles were massive disappointments because they underachieved given their roster. I know we all like to make fun of the Cowboys whenever they lose, but it hurts seeing talent being wasted. It hurts seeing talented people underachieving and not fulfilling their potential. The Cowboys have a lot of things going for them at the moment. They have an elite roster capable of winning the Super Bowl. More importantly, they play in the NFC, so they don't have to go through Mahomes to reach the Super Bowl. And yet, they got destroyed by the Packers at home in the wildcard round. Now, I thought that this loss to the Packers was the lowest point for the Cowboys franchise in a long time. But then the Cowboys proceeded to compound their misery and decided to stick with McCarthy while Bill Belichick is available. That just baffles me. Are you kidding me at this point? Now, I know Bill didn't do himself any favor these last few seasons with the way the Patriots just collapsed once Tom Brady left. Post Tom Brady, the Patriots had a losing record of 29-38 with one playoff appearance and no division title. Bill Belichick didn't win much without Brady. But this weird narrative has emerged in the league where everyone now thinks that Bill is past his prime or worse, that Bill Belichick just can't win without Tom Brady. Now, let's not dumb down this discussion with the binary of just wins and losses. We don't evaluate coaches solely on wins and losses. If that was the case, Andy Reid would win Coach of the Year every single season. But we don't do that. Context matters when evaluating coaches. DeMeco Ryans is nominated for Coach of the Year because we believe he overachieved with the resources at his disposal. We think Nick Sirianni did a poor job because he underachieved given the Eagles roster. Which brings me to my next question. Did Bill Belichick ever underachieve with this Patriots roster? There's a difference in not winning and underachieving. Belichick and the Patriots didn't win without Tom Brady. But did they underachieve? Over the past seasons, did we ever look at the Patriots roster and think, well, that's a playoff contender? In an offensive league, the Patriots didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have receivers that could create separation. They had Matt Patricia as an offensive coordinator at one point. Did Bill Belichick have the resources to make a playoff run? Now, I know what you're thinking. Belichick drafted the quarterback. He drafted the offensive players. He assembled the squad. He hired the coordinators. So the buck stops with Bill. It's Bill's fault that the Patriots were not competitive. I would agree with that to some extent. Bill Belichick should have managed the transition better. The lack of talent in the Patriots roster is the fault of Bill Belichick, the GM. But as a coach, as head coach, did Bill Belichick leave wins on the table? He did a poor job assembling that squad. We can agree on that. But right now we're talking about the head coach. Did Bill Belichick cost the Patriots wins as head coach. Hear me out. I'm not saying that Carolina or Seattle or Washington should hire Bill Belichick. If Carolina hired Belichick to rebuild the Panthers and develop Bryce Young, that would be stupid. In fact, if Belichick was interested in overseeing a transition, he probably would have stayed at the Patriots. Bill left because he's chasing a ring. We don't need to pretend otherwise. And wouldn't you know it, the Cowboys are in their Super Bowl. They have a squad that's ready to win right now. All they need is a head coach that would take this squad to its absolute limit. The Buccaneers had a squad that was ready to win. All they needed was a quarterback. They went all in on Brady. Boom, Super Bowl champions. The Cowboys have the roster to win. They just need someone who can get the most out of them, who can better up the operation, and someone who can make everyone in the building believe that winning the Super Bowl is their God-given right. Not many teams in the league can claim to have a championship caliber roster. The Cowboys are among the lucky ones. But the window slams shut very quickly in this league. The Buccaneers recognized that their window was open. They went all in on Tom Brady, and they got a Super Bowl to show for it. The Cowboys are in the exact same position. Get Belichick in the building and watch him lead this squad to a Super Bowl. Otherwise, prepare for another season of unmet expectations and disappointments.